It may sound like the stuff out of movies, but an asteroid hurtling towards the Earth is something real-life scientists are preparing for at NASA.
We want to know, can it happen again? Is there an object out there in space with our name on it?
Imagine waking up to news that could change everything you thought you knew about our planet. NASA has just confirmed a shocking discovery that massive objects in space are heading towards Earth.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
8, 7, 6,
wow.
5.
Scientists are working round the clock, and the world is holding its breath. What are these objects, and could they pose a danger to life as we know it? Stay tuned as we explore what NASA has revealed, the potential risks, and what you should expect next. The massive objects in space. After NASA's latest announcement confirmed that massive objects, unlike anything ever seen before, have been detected on a direct path toward Earth, scientists started to analyze the data, but the size and speed of these objects suggests something extraordinary is about to unfold in space. It is believed that the impact of one of those objects would be extremely destructive if it enters the Earth's atmosphere. While the exact nature of these objects remains a mystery, their movement has triggered high-level alerts. What could these objects mean for our planet? Are we prepared for what's coming? The answers may surprise you, and what NASA is doing right now could be the key to humanity's survival. But before we dive deeper, let's rewind for a moment. It was reported that a near-Earth's object was likely ejected into space after an impact thousands of years ago. Now, it is believed that it could contribute new insights to asteroids and lunar science. The small near-Earth object known as 2004 PT5 was reported to have captured the world's attention last year after a NASA-funded telescope discovered that it lingered close to our planet for several months. The asteroid, which was about 33 feet wide, was believed to not have posed a hazard to Earth, but its orbit around the Sun was reported to have closely matched that of our planet, which gave a hint that it may have originated nearby. As described in a study published on the 14th of January, 2024 in the Astrophysical Journal Letters, researchers were reported to have collected further evidence of 2024 PT5 being of local origin. Reports have it that it was composed of rock broken off from the Moon's surface and ejected into space after a large impact. Teddy Coretta, an astronomer at Lowell Observatory in Arizona, who led the research, said that they had a general idea that the asteroid may have come from the Moon, but the smoking gun was when they found out that it was rich in silicate minerals, not the kind that are seen on asteroids, but those that have been found in lunar rock samples. Teddy also said they observed that it looked like it hadn't been in space for very long, maybe just a few thousand years, as there was a lack of space weathering that would have caused its spectrum to redden. A second clue was believed to have come when they observed how the object moved along with asteroids, space-age debris, such as old rockets from historic launches, which could also be found in Earth-like orbits. Reports have it that the difference in their orbits had to do with how each type responds to solar radiation pressure, which was believed to have come from the momentum of photons and quantum particles of light from the Sun. A tiny force is believed would be exerted when they hit a solid object in space. It is also believed that momentum exchanged from many photons over time has the capacity to push an object around ever so slightly, which could speed it up or slow it down. While a human-made object, like a hollow rocket booster, will move like an empty tin can in the wind, a natural object, such as an asteroid, is believed to be less affected. Researchers, who studied asteroid 2024 PT5, were reported to have plotted its looping motion on 2 graphs. They showed that the object never got captured by Earth's gravity, but instead lingered nearby before it continued its orbit around the Sun. The discovery of 2024 PT5 is believed to have doubled the number of known asteroids thought to originate from the Moon. Another asteroid, 469219 Kaho'olawe, was also reported to have been found in 2016 with an Earth-like orbit around the Sun. It was discovered that it may also have been ejected from the lunar surface after a large impact. The question now is, what are these large objects that NASA has just confirmed are heading towards the Earth? Stay tuned, as the most shocking part is next. NASA's latest warnings. 2 weeks ago, NASA reported two asteroids, 2024 YC9 and 2024 YL1, to have hit the Earth. These two were believed to have approached the Earth at safe distances. The first asteroid, 2024 YC9, was reported to have measured a size comparable to that of a house. It was believed to have made its closest approach to Earth at 10:17 a.m. Indian Standard Time. It was also believed to have passed within 1,310,000 kilometers, which is a little over 3 times the Earth-Moon distance. Reports have it that it traveled at a speed of 31,293 kilometers per hour. The second asteroid, 2024 YL1, was reportedly smaller. It was said to have measured 38 feet and had roughly the size of a bus. It was also reported to have approached the Earth at 11:33 p.m. IST and passed at a distance of 2,360,000 kilometers, which is approximately 6 times the Earth-Moon distance. It was believed to have had a speed of 17,221 kilometers per hour. NASA has now issued a fresh alert about new asteroids believed to be heading towards the Earth. The first one is the 2025 BH2. This object is believed to be a massive space rock of about the size of an airplane and will be making its closest approach to the Earth tomorrow, January 27, 2025 at 8:51 p.m. IST. Reports have it that asteroid 2025 BH2, which measures approximately 100 feet in diameter, will move through space at a speed of 25,634 km per hour. It was reported that it's going to remain at a distance of 6,880,000 kilometers from Earth, a margin which is believed to be safe in astronomical terms. Other asteroids expected to approach the Earth this month are 2025 BS4, 2025 BFS, 2025 by 1 with approximate sizes of 22, 36, and 33 feet each. Their closest Earth approaches are reported to be 511,000, 797,000, and 1,630,000 respectively. Reports have it that despite their sizes and impressive speed, there's no need to worry as NASA considers such objects as potentially hazardous asteroids if they are at least 150 meters wide and come within 7.4 million kilometers of Earth. NASA revealed that asteroids frequently pass by Earth without causing any harm. Most of these space objects are believed to be located in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, far from our planet, but only a small percentage are reported to have orbits that bring them closer to the Earth. NASA, along with observatory bodies like Pan-STARRS and the Catalina Sky Survey, are said to have continuously monitored near-Earth objects using advanced telescopes and radar systems. Astronomers are believed to always calculate their orbits with precision in order to ensure early detection of any potential risks. If you think that's hard to believe, wait until you hear this. NASA's immediate reaction to the recent discovery. Despite reports that these objects are less hazardous, it is believed that the impact would be extremely destructive if it were to hit the Earth. It is estimated that if an asteroid entered Earth's atmosphere, it would explode 29 kilometers above the ground and release energy equivalent to 16 megatons of TNT. The 2025 BH2 is also believed to have the capacity that could lead to the extinction of dinosaurs. This explosion is believed would cause a terrible shockwave, but would not cause a direct ground impact, which underscores the importance of close monitoring. In response, the NASA Center for Near-Earth Object Studies is reported to have started to monitor the asteroid to assess its impact risk. Data from worldwide observatories and amateur astronomers are also reported to be in place to help track these objects' paths. The Minor Planet Center is reportedly saddled with the responsibility of gathering this information, while programs like Pan-STARRS and NEOWISE would provide detailed observations. A NASA spokesperson said with NASA's vigilant monitoring, the Earth remains protected from the dangers of space rocks like the 2025 BH2. The Indian Space Research Organization is also reported to be closely monitoring asteroid 2025 BH2, which is expected to come very close to Earth. Indian Space Research Organization is reported to have a newly added planetary defense domain, which is tasked with protecting Earth from extraterrestrial threats. In a recent interview with NDTV, ISRO Chairman Dr. S. Somanath said that a large asteroid strike is a real existential threat for humanity. He added that ISRO is very alive to that threat, and their network for space objects tracking and analysis is also monitoring 2025 BH2 very closely. He said since we have only one Earth to live on, India will cooperate with all nations to ward off this and other such future threats. Dr. Somanath said that ISRO will surely study the 2025 BHS asteroid on its closest approach, as past asteroid impacts, such as a meteor, which hit Lunar in Maharashtra 500,000 years ago, is believed to have highlighted the potential dangers. He said a crater lake now marks the Lunar collision site. He added that international space agencies are planning missions to study and potentially divert Apophis. NASA's OSIRIS-REx, which returned samples from another asteroid, is being redirected to Apophis. The European Space Agency is reported to be considering launching the Rapid Asteroid Mission for Security and Safety Ramses in 2028, with possible Indian collaboration. NASA is also reported to have acquired the Asteroid Watch dashboard that tracks asteroids and comets that will make relatively close approaches to Earth. Reports have it that the dashboard will display the date of closest approach, approximate object diameter, relative size, and distance from Earth for each encounter. The object's name will also be displayed by hovering over its encounter date. Clicking on the encounter date will also display a web page with details about that object. The dashboard is believed to display the next 5 Earth approaches to within 4.6, which is approximately 7.5 million kilometers, or 19.9 times the distance to the Moon. An object larger than about 150 meters that can approach the Earth to within this distance is termed a potentially hazardous object. While the objects pose no danger, it reminds us of the importance of tracking space rocks to protect our planet. This celestial event is an opportunity to marvel at the wonders of the universe. What do you think about the asteroid that is reported to hit the Earth tomorrow? Do you believe in the existence of asteroids?
Astronomers using the Panoramic Survey Telescope and Rapid Response System, or PAN-STARRS, detect a mysterious object traveling at high speed through our solar system.
While observing the cosmos, it is not uncommon for astronomers to encounter quite strange and eerie objects, or things that put a question mark on what we know. Of these strange objects is the outstanding Oumuamua, which showed in 2017 and is now back with attributes that leave scientists with a flood of questions. What really is this Oumuamua? Where did it come from? And why is it showing up again all of a sudden? Keep watching to find out. The arrival of the Oumuamua into our solar system has indeed opened the eyes of many scientists to reality. All over the world, there is an awakening as mankind has become fully aware of the benefits of understanding the universe. But not only that, we are also aware that ignorance has consequences, which no one would like to bear. In the past few decades, so much has been done to plant man's feet on the ground in space exploration. Satellites have been launched and telescopes have been created, alongside rockets with spacecraft going on missions. As this is so much effort being put in, it is easy to think that we are likely prepared for the worst. But this thought had only lasted until Oumuamua tumbled in on us with such speed, shape, and mystery that tells us that we were never prepared for it. But what is Oumuamua? Though no one knew what it was when it first showed up, it soon dawned on scientists what type of objects they were dealing with. It was nothing known to our solar system but an interstellar object. Amazingly, it wasn't discovered by any space telescope, but was caught in sight by Robert Wyrick using the Pan-STARRS 1 telescope in Hawaii on October 19, 2017. It is not strange that this telescope discovered Oumuamua, since the Pan-STARRS 1 is no ordinary telescope. This telescope is equipped with advanced technology, allowing it to scan large portions of the night sky rapidly without having any problems with atmospheric hindrances. When it picked up on Oumuamua, scientists were thrilled and puzzled, as the cosmic wanderer was unlike anything we had seen before. Interestingly, Oumuamua means scout or messenger in Hawaiian, and it lived up to its title. Estimated to be tens of billions of years old, This strange visitor had arrived from outside our solar system, zipping through at an incredible speed of 196,000 miles per hour, 87.3 kilometers per second. Its funny-looking shape and strange trajectory left experts scratching their heads. Was it a comet? An asteroid? Was it an alien spacecraft? Nobody was quite sure. The excitement around Oumuamua's discovery soon spread like wildfire in the scientific community as observatories worldwide joined the hunt, collecting as much data as possible during its brief visit. Before completing its visit, the strange object made an astonishing close approach to the Sun, and yet wasn't sucked in. This caused more questions to arise on what Oumuamua was. After analyzing its trajectory and velocity, scientists concluded that Oumuamua originated from outside our solar system, somewhere in the vicinity of another star. It entered the solar system from above the plane of the planets, swung around the Sun, and then departed on a hyperbolic trajectory which showed that it was headed back into interstellar space. Oumuamua's visit to the solar system was brief, and it moved too quickly to be captured by the Sun's gravity. It made its closest approach to the Sun, perihelion, on September 9, 2017, and then sped away from the solar system. Indeed, the object's peculiar characteristics and unexpected origin has puzzled astronomers ever since. But what characteristics of the Oumuamua leave scientists puzzled? When encountering Oumuamua, the first noteworthy thing is its strange and abnormal loo and shape, different from anything known in our spherical solar system. For the citizens of the Milky Way solar system, it is usual to encounter space objects that are spherical in shape. This is a result of gravity pulling in from various planets within. But the Oumuamua's shape is nothing like that of objects born within this solar system. But how did it look exactly? Based on its brightness variations, Oumuamua seemed to have an elongated and irregularly shaped structure, which is described to be that of a cigar or a pancake, with a length-to-width ratio of about 6:1. This is the very beginning of its uniqueness, as many other mysterious features of the Oumuamua lies underway. So many speculations have erupted already from the mysterious shape of Oumuamua. According to some, it may have been a product of some sort of collision in space, or might be debris from the early stages of the formation of a new planet. With their unique look, the cosmic needle-like objects still had many things that made them very mysterious. Most interestingly, Oumuamua is said to have a single-like shape and a reddish tint, making it a complete space cigar indeed. There are a few theories why Oumuamua might have a red tint. One possibility is that it is made of a carbonaceous material, such as a comet nucleus. Another possibility is that Oumuamua is covered in organic molecules, which can also have a red tint. However, it's also possible that the red tint of Oumuamua is due to something else entirely. For example, it has been suggested that the red tint could be caused by radiation damage from the interstellar medium. In addition to its weird shape attributes, Oumuamua, when sighted, did not move normally, but was rather found to be tumbling through space. This was quite unusual compared to other moving space objects, and scientists tried to explain this in different ways. Some have developed ideas of a binary system, where two objects are found orbiting around each other. To create a tumbling effect, one of these orbiting objects had likely pulled away forcefully from its companion, causing it to tumble through space and into our solar system. Now, the weirdness of Oumuamua continues, as scientists also observed that Oumuamua exhibited a non-gravitational acceleration. After analyzing its trajectory, researchers noticed that it deviated slightly from what would be expected based solely on the gravitational forces exerted by the Sun and the planets. This change in its speed, as well as its deviation from the course of gravity, is known as a non-gravitational acceleration. Now, when objects like Oumuamua pass through the solar system, their motion is influenced by the Sun and the planet's gravitational pull. Because of this, astronomers can predict their trajectories based on these gravitational forces, and the object should follow predictable paths. However, in the case of Oumuamua, astronomers noticed that its motion deviated slightly from what was expected based upon gravitational forces alone. This deviation suggested the presence of an additional force, hence the term non-gravitational acceleration. The leading explanation for this non-gravitational acceleration was related to outgassing. Here, it is said that Oumuamua approached the Sun. Its surface would have been heated by solar radiation. This heating could cause ice and volatile compounds on its surface to vaporize and turn into gas, which would then be expelled from the object. As gas was ejected in one direction, it acted as a tiny rocket engine, providing a slight thrust in the opposite direction. This thrust resulted in a slight acceleration of Oumuamua, causing the observed deviation from the purely gravitational trajectory. Imagine it like a comet. When a comet gets close to the Sun, the solar heat causes the icy nucleus to vaporize, and the expelled gas and dust create a glowing coma and a tail. Similarly, Oumuamua, although not a comet, could have experienced a mild version of this process, leading to the observed non-gravitational acceleration. While the nature and source of Oumuamua's non-gravitational acceleration may still not be definitively determined, the outgassing hypothesis was one of the most plausible explanations based on the available data. Also drawing attention to the strange Oumuamua was its reflectivity, also known as its albedo, which was known to be quite low. This means that it did not reflect much light. To the amazement of scientists, Oumuamua reflected only 5 to 10% of the light that hit it. This is outstandingly low compared to other space objects' usual reflectivity. As astronomers observed, it exhibited an unusual faint and variable brightness. This characteristic made studying challenging, as its brightness changed rapidly as it tumbled through space. The exact reason for its low reflectivity is not definitely known, but a few possible explanations exist. One possibility is that Oumuamua's surface was made of dark, carbon-rich materials. These materials absorb more light and reflect less, producing a low albedo. Another hypothesis is that Oumuamua could have a thin coating of volatile ice on its surface. As it approached the Sun during its journey, these ices might have sublimated, creating a temporary atmosphere, coma, that obscured the object's true surface characteristics. Prolonged exposure to cosmic rays and solar wind in interstellar space could have caused space weathering on its surface. This process could have darkened the surface, resulting in low reflectivity. The irregular and tumbling motion of Oumuamua might have exposed different areas of its surface to our telescopes at different times, leading to variations in observed brightness. Despite the low reflectivity and the mystery surrounding its exact nature, astronomers could only study Oumuamua briefly before it left our solar system. However, its peculiar properties and limited observation time have led to ongoing debates and discussions about its origin and nature among the scientific community. Among all these numerous debates are the question of what exactly Oumuamua is. Let us look at the first heated debate that arose about the Oumuamua. Is it a comet or an asteroid? While it had been established as an interstellar object, scientists still found it difficult to place their hands on exactly what the Oumuamua was. To answer this question, scientists have come up with so many speculations. Among these speculations was the debate about the Oumuamua either being a comet or an asteroid. This confusing debate has led scientists to closely consider the ready facts. Now, is Oumuamua a comet or an asteroid? Actually, we cannot have the answers if we don't understand what these items are. Comets are icy bodies that develop tails as they approach the Sun. This tail is known as a coma, a visible cloud of dust and gas that surrounds the comet's nucleus as they approach the Sun. This coma is formed due to the sublimation of volatile materials from the comet's surface. Now, this is what majorly differentiates the Oumuamua from a comet. No visible coma was observed despite its proximity to the Sun during its passage through the solar system. As for asteroids, they are mainly rocky objects. According to scientists, Oumuamua is also not an asteroid, and here is why. First, the shape of Oumuamua sets it apart from most known asteroids. This is because its elongated cigar-like shape differs from the more common irregular shapes or rounder appearances of asteroids. Another difference is that asteroids are gravity-bound, while the Oumuamua is not. But if Oumuamua is neither a comet nor an asteroid, what is it? In the end, the confusion about the Oumuamua not being an asteroid or a comet has made some scientists speculate about the possibility of it being an artificial object, such as a probe sent by an extraterrestrial civilization. Avi Loeb, an astrophysicist at Harvard University, is the most prominent proponent of this theory. Loeb and his colleagues have argued that Oumuamua's unusual shape, high speed and acceleration could all be explained if it was a light sail, a type of spacecraft propelled by sunlight. Other scientists who support the alien probe theory include Shmuel Avatel, an astronomer from the Weizmann Institute of Science in Israel, and Alberto Caballero, an astrophysicist at the University of Vigo in Spain. However, most scientists have remained skeptical of the alien probe theory. These scientists have all pointed to the unusual properties of the Oumuamua, such as its elongated shape, high speed and acceleration, as evidence that it is not a natural object. They have also argued that the alien probe theory best explains these properties. In the end, the scientists opposing this notion argue that there are more mundane explanations for Oumuamua's properties, such as the possibility that it is a comet stripped of its volatiles or a natural asteroid elongated by its rotation. So what next? Even though the speed of the Oumuamua makes it unique, it might not be such a good thing for us, as it implies that the Oumuamua might be slipping off the observing eyes of scientists even before there is a chance to understand what it really is. The reality of this has created concerns among scientists, currently doing all they can to gather as much information as possible from the Oumuamua before it finally disappears into the cosmos. One thing that has been instrumental to the information currently being gathered from the Oumuamua is the James Webb Space Telescope. Indeed, the Oumuamua had first been sighted by the Pan-STARRS 1. The James Webb Space Telescope soon took over, proving crucial to the study of the Oumuamua by capturing its precise and clear images. In case you didn't know, the James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, is a space-based observatory and the successor to the Hubble Space Telescope. It was named after James E. Webb, a former NASA administrator, being a joint project between NASA, the European Space Agency ESA, and the Canadian Space Agency CSA, where it was launched on December 25, 2021. The abilities of this telescope will astonish you. First, the telescope is equipped with advanced technology, including a 6.5-meter diameter primary mirror, making it the largest space telescope ever built. Its main advantage is its ability to observe the infrared spectrum, allowing it to see through dust clouds and observe visible light. These features enable JWST to study the formation of stars, galaxies, and planets, even in the early universe. The primary scientific objectives of the JWST are to study the first galaxies formed in the early universe, observe the formation of stars and planetary systems, investigate the properties of planetary atmospheres, including exoplanets, and study galaxy evolution and supermassive black holes. For this, the JWST has been positioned at the second Lagrange point, L2, around 1.5 million kilometers, about 932,000 miles from Earth. This location allows it to maintain a relatively stable position concerning the Earth and the Sun. After its launch, the JWST underwent a series of complex deployment procedures, including unfolded its sun shield and aligning its mirrors and instruments. It took several weeks for the telescope to become fully operational and is designed to function for at least 10 years. With its infrared capabilities and sophisticated instruments, JWST has revolutionized our understanding of the universe, providing valuable insights into the formation of celestial objects and potentially detecting signs of life beyond our solar system. So far, though, the James Webb Space Telescope seems to have done a good job in capturing images and data that have proven very helpful in the understanding of the Oumuamua. A bigger project seems underway to even fully push our understanding of not only the Oumuamua, but of all the interstellar space objects that have plagued our curiosity. We are talking about Project Lyra. This feasibility study of a mission to interstellar objects such as 1 Oumuamua and 2 Borisov, initiated on October 30, 2017 by the Initiative for Interstellar Studies, I4IS. The project aims to assess the feasibility of a mission to these objects using current and near-term technology and propose mission concepts for achieving a flyby or rendezvous. The challenge of sending a spacecraft to an interstellar object is not easy. Already, the Oumuamua has hyperbolic access velocity of 26 kilometers per second. This translates to a velocity of 5.5 AU per year. Judging from this speed, scientists say that it will be beyond Saturn's orbit within 2 years. This is much faster than any object humanity has ever launched into space. So how does the project intend to catch up with the Oumuamua, you may ask? Actually, Project Lyra has considered several different mission concepts. This includes a flyby mission using a gravity assist from Jupiter to reach Oumuamua. Another concept would be using a solar sail to slow down the spacecraft and allow it to match with Oumuamua. And another concept here is a simple return mission that would collect material from Oumuamua and return it to Earth for analysis. The project is ongoing and no final decisions have been made about the feasibility of a mission to Oumuamua. However, Project Lyra has made significant progress in assessing the technical challenges. It has proposed several promising mission concepts that are exciting to look forward to. We've come to the end of today's video. Thank you for watching it to the very end. Do you have any exciting opinions about Oumuamua? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, click the thumbs up and subscribe for more.
Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click on the following video showing on your screen. You will enjoy it.